Hey everyone, it is Jonah, and I'm back with another video. And today I'm going to be Today I'm going to be doing some power rankings videos. This is going to be Team Nick for the post battles rankings, as well as knockout pairing predictions for the voice this season. And yeah, so before we get into this video, if you guys like the voice and like my videos, please feel free to subscribe down below for more content. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to be doing videos like this all season long, as well as doing power ranking videos every week. So if you guys like the voice and like my videos, please feel free to like this video and subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. So at 7 in my power rankings, I have the 4-way knockout representative for Team Nick, Devon, Blake, Jones, and I've said this a lot, but Nick is probably the best person in battles on this, for picking battle songs, battle pairings, just the arrangements, because he is in a boy band, so he knows how to harmonize, how to collaborate, all that stuff, and I think that's worked dividends on him the past 2 seasons, and he's somebody that I really think that made a mistake here. And I think the only mistake he made in the battles this season was using his save too early on, because in production, this was the first. I looked on some spoilers for the battles at least, and I kind of just looked to see when battles happened, and this is one of the first battles that happened, during taping 1. So I think this was either Nick's first or second battle pairing, and he used his save relatively early on. And I don't know. The issue I have is that Bradley Sinclair, he was so fantastic in his song versus Rachel Mack that I really wanted to see him again. And I'm upset that Nick used his save early on, because in my opinion, you should wait to use your saves because after all the steals are over, just in case someone surprises you at the end, because Rachel and Bradley's performance was, after all, that there was no steals left actually, so it happened I think in taping 4 or 5 after there was no more steals left. And I think that really sucks, and I really wish that Bradley had gotten a steal, because he was I think he really surprised me, and I really enjoyed his voice. He was one of my favorites in the battles. I think he may have been my favorite after Cam Anthony. Honestly, he really amazed me and shocked me, and I'm kind of just really upset that he didn't move on. So, but I think Devon Blake Jones has an amazing voice. I don't know. Maybe at the time it was a good move, but I just think that Bradley deserved it more. And I feel like if Nick was listening to all these battle pairings and kind of knew when they were going to be performing, he would have held on to his save to wait for Bradley, just because he would have known that it was happening later on in the productions, and so maybe he wouldn't have it, or maybe he doesn't know when people go. I'm not sure if they know or not, but if he did know, I'm really upset about Nick here. I think that he made the wrong decision, and I really think that Bradley should have made it through over Devon. So yeah. And coming in at 6, I have Rain Stern, somebody that I don't necessarily think the song fit her voice as well as another song could have, but I think she did a fantastic job with it, and I like that Nick said to keep with her on the show, because she's very unique. She's a very unique talent, and I think that she's somebody to watch out for on this show, just because of how amazing her voice and how unique it is. So yeah. Coming in at 5, I have the powerhouse vocalist for Team Nick. I have Dana Monique. Or I guess I should say the female powerhouse. So she is absolutely amazing. I think that she's somebody to watch out for on the show. I think that she's going to keep surprising everyone down the road. She's going to keep picking songs that are very upbeat, very powerful, that showcase that amazing voice. And I believe that she'll make it through to the knockouts. So, yeah. Coming in at 4, I have Jose Figueroa Jr. So he's another one. He's I think Blake's male powerhouse, and he's somebody that I'm absolutely a big fan of, and I think that his runs are just so amazing. His battle versus Awari was probably top 5 in my battles for this season. I absolutely love them both. I think that Jose was the winner for me. I kind of just like that he showed more of his voice, and I think, in my opinion, he had a better stage presence than Awari. But that's just my opinion. I think that Awari definitely should have been saved or stolen here. But honestly, I think that Jose deserved it. And I think that he will continue to do amazing things on this show. And I definitely think that he has a very good chance to move on to the next round. So, yeah. Then coming in at 3, I have Rachel Mack. So, Rachel, absolutely amazing vocalist. I think that because of how young she is, it's kind of surprising how mature her voice is and what she can do. And I think her battle really was amazing. I thought that Bradley won it, but I think that Rachel had more potential to go farther on the show than Bradley. But I do think that based off of that battle alone, Bradley did win the battle. But Rachel did amazing too, and I think that she's somebody to watch out for on this show. Team Nick has an amazing team this year, in my opinion. At this point, better than Team Blake. And honestly, I think better than any other team. I have to look at Kelly's team one more time, but it's probably between Kelly and Nick for best team in my opinion. So, yeah. Coming in at 2, I have Keegan Farrell. I loved that Nick used his steal on Keegan. In my opinion, Keegan should have been on Team Nick to begin with. I think that's the best coach possible for Keegan, and I think that with Keegan, it's to keep picking songs like his Blonde Audition that showcase that softness to his voice. And I think if he does that, he'll have potential to move on to the next round. I'm just not totally sure about him just yet, but I'm hoping he makes it through. But I also wouldn't be really surprised if he doesn't make it either. So yeah. And then coming in at 1, I have Zay Romeo. I'm a huge fan of Zay. I think that his battle with Lindsay Joanne, I honestly felt like Lindsay kind of overpowered him a little bit, but I think that song was more in Lindsay's wheelhouse with her being like a theatrical singer and all. But I do think that Zay is an amazing vocalist. I think that he just needs to sing a song that showcases his voice a little bit more. So yeah. But right now he is at 1 in my power rankings because of how amazing his voice is. So yeah. So then now let's get into these pairings. So honestly, I had trouble picking because there's a lot of different artists on his team, and I feel like these first pairing, I have Zay Romeo and Rachel Mack. If this happens, I think this is definitely going to be a steal performance. I'm fully expecting this to be a battle just because I think they're amazing vocalists, and I think that would definitely make sense for this show, for them to be paired together. And I think they both have kind of similar soft tones, and they're both stars, and I think that would be a great pairing to see, and I definitely think that there would be a steal for that. So yeah. And then my second pairing, Keegan Farrell versus Rain Stern, and I picked these two because they kind of just have really unique voices, and I think that they're both just really unique in their own right, and they're very original. And I think that they would be a good pairing to go together just to see who the best one is to take to the next round. And then this last pairing is Jose Figueroa Jr. and Dana Monique. And even though this is like the last one, it also makes sense because they're powerhouse vocalists, right? And they're people that I feel like the male and female powerhouses on Team Nick need to go up against each other to see who really is the best powerhouse and who is the right person to take further on this show. So yeah, that's the way I see it at least. And then now for the 4-way knockout prediction, I don't think that Devon Blake Jones will take this. I think that he may end up getting the bottom 2 votes here. I just didn't hear enough from him in his Blonde Audition or his battle to warrant me picking him to win the 4-way knockout. That's just my opinion on it. So we'll see though. But yeah, I think currently Team Nick is the best team right now, or at least better than Blake. I'm not sure about Kelly, but I think that between him and Kelly, I mean, Kelly's team is amazing too. I think that definitely Team Kelly and Team Nick have 2 of the best teams so far this season. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will be back with more videos later. Thank you guys for watching.